2 big doctor's appointments, and I have been a nervous wreck about them. And it went so much better than I ever could have expected, which was amazing because we really needed some uplifting news. And so this was the appointment where we find out her, they do the close-up of her heart and try to see if there's any real obvious heart defects that she will need surgery for right away. There's a lot of different things they look for. So we got up at about 5:45, headed out to our first appointment, which was the anatomy scan, just full of anxiety, not knowing what to expect. And this is the appointment where we find out how she's measuring, if she's kind of up on the scale of what she should be measuring at 20 weeks. We were expecting her to be, on the smaller side because of the diagnosis. And first of all, we got amazing news. They were like, everything looks fantastic. We don't see any of the normal significant markers that we would see. They just said she looks fantastic and sent us to the echo. Since we had the echocardiogram next, I just didn't want to get my hopes up. I figured both appointments obviously couldn't go too well. And so we left there feeling really happy. She weighs about 10 ounces, and the average for a neurotypical baby is 9 ounces to 10.2 ounces. So she is right on track, so that's amazing. And then we get to our echo appointment. We're running a little late, and she is an acrobat. They are just trying to get her to sit still so they can look at her little tiny heart, and she is doing all the flips and twists that she can do. Her neck was all tucked in, so they couldn't really get a good view, but they were very patient with her and with us and took their time and ended up getting all the information they needed. And after it took about 2 different doctors for them to figure out how to keep up with her to get the images they needed, after that they went and talked to the doctor, and it wasn't even 5 minutes when he came in, and he went through all the scientific definitions of what they look for, what they saw, and then I'm actually going to pull it up because we wrote down his exact words, and it was everything I wanted to hear. So after he finished explaining what they were looking for, he looked at us and said, "All of that to say everything looks normal. I don't think we need to see you back again during this pregnancy, and I think no special considerations for delivery or anything like that." So that just made us all cry. That is exactly what we were hoping for. We were hoping to be able to have her in Carbondale with my doctors without having to go to St. Louis and be prepared for her to have, a surgery right away on her little tiny heart. And so the relief is just overwhelming. There are still a lot of things that can pop up and probably will pop up, but he said a lot of the significant things that they would expect to find, they did not see any reasons to be worried about that. So we know it's not always going to be smooth sailing at all. We are very prepared for a probable NICU stay, for there to be a lot of ups and downs, and we're ready and prepared for all of that. But it was so relieving to go in being prepared for really scary news and not getting it. And so we just left feeling really relieved. We have a very strong and healthy and acrobatic little child on our hands that we can't wait to try to keep up with. And I cannot wait to see what her next steps are going to be. She's going to just keep surprising us, I think. So that was our day. And I am exhausted somehow from laying there just getting videos of her all day long. Somehow I think the relief, de-stressing from all of the panic I had built up over the last month for these appointments, all of that washing away has just wiped me out. So I am going to cuddle my dogs and head to bed and just be really thankful for my little family tonight. Jason and I are really proud of this strong young woman that we are creating, and I can't wait to keep updating you with her life. So, that was today.